Okay, so this evening's session will be filling you in as the news breaks live. On the technical side of things, we've been looking very closely at the markets and which ones are offering the best potential opportunities at the moment, and that is on gold, silver, and Australian US dollar. So at the top here we have silver on the left, gold in the center, and also Australian US dollar, which has actually just broken through to 3-month lows earlier on today. Okay, so first of all, this was just from yesterday. I just wanted to highlight really some very key areas of support and resistance for gold. So at the moment, or certainly in the last week or so, we have seen any prices below 12.20 down to 12.11 have been treated as buy zones recently on gold. So when the market is getting down to those levels, we are seeing a lot of buying. So we don't necessarily want to short only to see a lot of buying back around the 12.11 mark. Usually though, on FOMC statements, if we see a move down below 1220, which is also confirmation of the weekly inverse hammer, we would expect a continued move, but we still would get further confirmation once we can just break through 1211, which is the December low. That would give us further confirmation, but we could look for potential support around the 1211 to 1220 level as well, so we'll be watching out for that as well. In terms of resistance, we are seeing gold struggle. It has been struggling throughout the last 2 or 3 weeks now to break above 1268. Now there is some scope here if we get another break above 1254 to trade that for a break up to 1268, which would represent about 140 pip move. So last time we did that and we broke above that 1254 fib, or just above that, about 1255 or 1256, that could offer a nice quick 100-point move. So I've also got the US dollar index here just to monitor that. You can see it's got fairly muted move today. There is an inverse hammer yesterday, so if we do break below 79.90, that would also be on the bullish side for gold and silver here. So we'll see whether we're going to get a breakdown on the US dollar index or a move to the upside. So gold we expect to move in the opposite direction to that. So this is also a preview of really what we can maybe expect from the different scenarios for the FOMC. So scenario 1 is no taper. The decision is pushed to 2014, potentially in January. So that would be bearish for the US dollar and bullish for gold. So we'll take a look at that very shortly when they release the data. Scenario 2 would be if they taper just between 5 to 10 billion. That would be on the bullish side for the US dollar, and that would be bearish for gold. That's when we start seeing levels taken out for gold to the sell short side. So we are expecting a high impact move, and with that, we'll be ready to trade it. Okay, so we've got 3 minutes to go. Okay, I'm just going to get my orders ready for gold here. And let's see if we can get Australian US. Okay. Australian US dollar. It's not moving much at the moment, so it's going to be a good one to watch as well. See if we get a break lower. Yeah, Australian US dollar is triggering for a short at the moment. We'll just wait at the moment. We'll just see.
Okay, breaking news from Reuters: Fed to taper by 10 billion USD per month. So this is exactly what we predicted on our fundamental analysis. This is bullish for the US dollar, bearish for gold.
So they are going to taper. So that is bearish for Australian US dollar and gold. We want to wait now for. Let's just have a look. Okay, so we're just going to be looking. We want to really take out that low. On gold here you can see how it's just come into that buy zone. It's just found support. It's just whipping around at the moment. Let's look at the US dollar index not moving too much yet. Nick, how are you doing on the fundamentals there? Can you see anything extra, or is that?
Yeah, so from what I'm seeing, it looks like this news has taken the markets by surprise. Let's just wait for some of those technical levels to get hit before we get confirmation of an entry. But I think this will probably last for about 24 hours. This will definitely flow into the Asian trading hours, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, we could have a prolonged move. The 10 billion which they're proposing to taper, so that tapering should be viewed on the markets as bearish for gold.
That's the scenario that should play out. Obviously, it looks like the dollar it could just explode to the upside, and then gold could tank. We just need to let this news really sink in, because I think a lot of people just been caught off guard. There it is. Look at that candle on. Is that the dollar index?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Let's just watch that, see if that breaks. If that breaks to the upside, then definitely then we've got then we'll have gold tank. So we just have to wait for that scenario just to play out. Let's just watch that. Definitely looks like the market's picking a direction.
Australian US dollar actually starting to set off and come back towards that fib 0.89468. So we'll definitely be watching. If we start seeing this correlate over to gold, you can see, especially if gold can take out the low which it came down to earlier, 12.19. We may just stay range bound here, but if it does get a complete reversal and comes down and takes out that level, we could have quite a nice sell short opportunity. Let's just take a look at the US dollar index. Oh, the US dollar index finally starting to break out. Gold actually coming down at the moment, and let's look at silver. Yeah, silver's just coming down actually at the moment as well. So gold is starting to look a little bit bearish. It's only about 100 points away from potentially triggering a sell short.
Yeah, it's moving fast. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's coming down now. Okay, so the US dollar index getting very close now to just breaking above the first resistance from the initial spike. Okay, gold getting close now to breaking 12.19. We're at 12.25 now. We'll just keep an eye on it. Ending programs and so on is one of the reasons why we have treated this as a supplementary tool rather than as our primary tool. Okay, I'm just going to put a pending order on here, guys, just so we don't miss the move here if we both break 12.19, but we can also take this instant execution as well. And I've just put my pending order to just at 12.19, just so we don't miss the move. Because we now know what level we want to get into on gold. Yeah, so it looks like gold's not going to take long for it to take out this low. So we're just waiting to take out the daily spike low at 12.19. So we got a pending order there. Australian US dollar just about bouncing off the fib at the moment. We just need a little bit of a nudge to kick it off the edge. There is actually potential here if we break through 0.84468. If we come down and break that fib again, it's such an important Fibonacci level. Let's just see if we can get an Australian US dollar. Okay. It's a bit more advanced, bit of a news trade here, but I'm just going to look at Australian US dollar pending order just to sell if we can break through that fib again. So it's going to be 0.88429. On Australian US dollar, if we break through, looks like I'm going to get triggered in a minute. If we break through that Fibonacci level, we've just got fairly good risk to reward on, so it's about 30 point risk there, but I'm looking for it to trade down to 0.87108 here on Australian US dollar, which would be just under a 3-to-1. So 2 pending orders ready to go at the moment. All 12.20 on gold, so we're getting close. Let me put it back to our other setting, FOMC announcement setting. Okay, let's just put everything back. We've got some good potentials here. Wow, it's getting close. About to trigger 12.19. Oh, there we go, and we're in. So gold has been triggered. So our stop loss there is at just above that fib level, 12.24. So we're moving into profit, 12.17 now. So it took a while, but we're starting to get there. Silver coming down now as well, 12.17. 12.16 now, so we're now up around 30 pips. You can see we made over 80 quid so far. Let's see if we can just come down a little bit lower. 12.16. Okay, so just to confirm, we are Now short gold from the break of 12.19.
Yeah, there it is, gold falling there. So, Phil, so this is just like that scenario. So,
Oh,
Gold and
there we
Silver
go.
Club analysis, spot on. So were the technicals, so bang on, amazing.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Australian US dollar is about to trigger short. Let's have a look at our there we go. US dollar index has broken the weekly time frame for the US dollar index has now triggered for the long side, so that's very bearish for gold. We want it to come and just break through 12.15 next level we want to come to. Then we want to break through 12.14 will be our one-to-one, but then we want to break through 12.11. Then we'd like to break through 1200 and ultimately get to 1180 or lower would be good. So 12.17 we're coming back down. So we're not getting the usual buying that we would potentially see during the week. 12.16 now. So there we go. That nice big strong rally on the US dollar index. There we go. Broken out the box. So all correlations are on. There we go. 12.16 on gold. Australian US dollar triggering now. There we go. There we go. 12.16. So we could looking at that at the moment on gold, so, and we're moving quite nicely. Australian US dollar is getting there, so Australian US dollar is moving into profit. So you can see both trades in profit at the moment. So gold at 12.16, so about 30 points up on gold at the moment. At one lot, it's about 138 pounds. Yeah, everything's looked pretty bearish here for gold on every single time frame that we can look at. We've got weekly confluence, daily confluence, 4-hour confluence. Hello and welcome back. So this morning we are doing a post-FOMC review of the markets. This is 12 hours later after we took yesterday's trade on gold, and we can see the prediction for gold to come down and to essentially take out the 3-month lows has finally come to fruition. So we can see that this morning the price actually came down and it's bottomed out so far at 11.99. So it's taken out the 12.11 low that we got earlier on in December, and we had a really nice trade on this just overnight, just from the FOMC as well. The FOMC announcements, I'm sure you'll see from the live recording here, we had the market initially rallied on that announcement. It didn't give us a trigger to buy though, and then over the course of Ben Bernanke's questions, which was during the conference, the press conference, afterwards we then saw gold completely reverse on the fact that they were going to begin to taper. 10 billion was the figure that they were going to start tapering. So we were expecting this. You can see the Gold and Silver Club analysis on this as well was very much for if this situation played out, we would see gold bearish and the US dollar index would move to the bullish side. So here is the key level that we entered yesterday. So we came in at 12.19, and we can see that the price has now come all the way down. So if we look at 12.19 level, we've actually come all the way down to 11.99 overnight. So we did get a bit of a pause after we came down, and we hit just shy of around, let's just check that level there. We came just shy of around 12.13 there initially off the announcement, and we can actually see where the market then did a retracement. So some of those short sellers were taking profits. We came up, we did a retracement just above 12.25 here, and you can see that's also produced another inverse hammer here. So for those of you trading the Asia Pacific market, we had another great entry. Actually, there were 2 entry points where you could have again gone short on the market just overnight. So we had some 2 further opportunities to short gold overnight, which were resulting in certainly over 100 pips. So we had a short here from again 12.19 just down. If you manage to catch the whole move, that's about just under 200 points. And we also had another short just based off this inverse hammer here as well, which is just around 12.15. And we had another short opportunity there as well. So As we discussed on the FOMC during the live trading session, after the news has broken, we do often get prolonged moves. Now, we are waiting today to see if we're going to break through 11.99 and see if we're going to hit 11.80. That would be the next move. But certainly, we're very happy with the overnight profits here, and the FOMC has certainly, with the Gold and Silver Club strategies, it has produced a nice result here, a nice win again on gold. So we will keep you updated with the next Federal Reserve live trading announcement, which we will be doing at the end of January. So we look forward to see everybody on the next FOMC live trading session. Thanks, guys.